I've always been fascinated by China's rapid rise to power. It's a story that spans a century, filled with turmoil, transformation and triumph. Today we're going to explore how China went from a crumbling empire to a global superpower in just a few generations. Ready to unpack this epic tale of change and see how China reshaped itself in the world? Now you might be wondering, where did this story begin? Well, let's rewind to the early 20th century. China was, in chaos. Then came the Chinese Civil War. It was a brutal conflict that lasted for years, pitting the nationalists against the communists. And in 1949, guess who came out on top? Mao Zedong and his Communist Party. This wasn't just a change in leadership, it was the beginning of a whole new era for China. Mao had big plans. He wanted to transform China into a self-sufficient socialist state. But, his policies, like the Great Leap Forward and the Cultural Revolution, they had some pretty intense consequences. That change came in 1978. Deng Xiaoping took the reins and he had a different vision. He started introducing economic reforms and opening China up to the world. The 1980s and 1990s saw China transform into the world's factory. Foreign investment poured in, new industries sprung up, and millions of people moved from rural areas to booming cities. Then, in 2001, China joined the World Trade Organization. This was huge. It meant China was now fully plugged into the global trade system, ready to flex its economic muscles on the world stage. And that brings us to today. China isn't just content with being the world's factory anymore. Now it's pushing the boundaries in innovation and technology, aiming to lead in areas like artificial intelligence and renewable energy. China's influence is growing, reshaping global politics and economics. It's an incredible transformation, from a crumbling empire to a global superpower in just a century. And you know what? This story is far from over. With tariffs being put on China and human rights violations, China, for all its economic growth, still has a long way to go in other areas. Thank you for watching.